Hello, wonderful people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Depends on the time you are watching this video. There is an important update about Tokcoin network, and this has been going on for like some days now. And I think it is very important for us to take a look at it because I like to talk about projects that are actually updating their community. It means that the team is active and the team is not just silent. So those are the kind of projects I've been focusing on these days. I mean, all those projects that are actually updating their community every day. And this token network is one of them. So if you check here, there is an ongoing vote that you are supposed to partake about this token network, and it's very crucial before you pick either option A or option B for you to understand what these votes actually represent. Here they said, which strategic path should Tokcoin pursue at this stage? Option A is having 71% presently. People have voted, while the option B is having 29% presently. People had voted also, and I think this vote is going to come to an end very soon. So what does this option A means and what does this option B also means? Because you and I, we are miners of this token network and we hold a stake. We are a stakeholder about this token network. So let us check what these two options, what they actually represent, because these guys is not trying to change their total supply. There is a fundamental change about Tokcoin's network total supply. And if you are mining token network, you have to watch this video and understand where we are about this project. Kindly like this video and also subscribe if you are new to the channel. All right, let's get right into it. So 2 days ago, they posted this. They said options, structure, and community governance. Dear token community, thank you for your extensive and constructive feedback on our last update. Many of you raised important points regarding price, supply, and liquidity, lockups, vesting, and long-term market stability. We take this perspective seriously and are actively incorporating them into our plan. Token is currently before the token generation event. No token exists on-chain yet, making this the right moment to jointly define a clean and sustainable economic structure. So we have two options on ground now, and this is the first option. The two realistic strategic paths for Tokcoin from this time henceforth is this. Option 1, immediate launch of Tokcoin with this current structure. So here they said the reference price for this option 1 is going to be 0.005 cents. You can see it here, guys. For the option 1, it is 0.005 cents for the option 1. That is to say, their listing price for Tokcoin network. So if you have 1,000 Tokcoin presently, and at this price of 0.005, that means your 1,000 Tokcoin will be equals to just $5. Yes, you heard me right. Is going to be FIVE, $5. So for this option 1, the reference price is 0.005 and total supply is 8 million Tokcoin. Now for this option 1, there is a potential risk, high selling pressure after listing, limited liquidity on SEX and decentralized exchange. All right, let's continue. This option 1 also reduces attractiveness for investors and partners. It increased volatility despite low supply. It increased volatility despite low supply. So we are talking about 8 million total supply, but with this listing price, it doesn't make sense to me. You having your 1,000 Tokcoin to be valued at $5, it doesn't make sense to me. All right, so here this is now about option 2. This is not the option 2 now. So this guys is trying to change their total supply drastically. For this option 2, is strengthen the structure and prepare the market entry. What does this option 2, what is it actually about? Let's check it, guys. it means that they want to increase total supply of Tokcoin from 8 million to 50 million Tokcoin. That is what this option 2 is talking about. So Tokcoin is no longer having 8 million total supply. Tokcoin is now going to have 50 million total supply. All right, that is option 2. Then mining remains active even after the TGE. We can keep mining this Tokcoin based on this option 2. The community can continue and increasing its share. Existing miners are not disadvantaged. Mined balance remains 1:1. That is to say, your point is being converted to Tokcoin. They are not dividing your point at all. It is 1:1. If you have 1,000 Tokcoin, that means you're having 1,000 coin. As simple as ABC. So additional tokens are allocated exclusively for liquidity provisioning, ecosystem and utility development, partnerships, and long-term market stability. Now let's check what this option 2 is now actually about. Advantages of this option 2: stable pricing and fair launch. Stable pricing and fair launch, lockup and vesting mechanism enable a realistic market-oriented starting range of 0.8 to $2. So with this option 2 now, these guys are saying that they are going to start the listing price at 0.8 to $2. That means if you have, let's say, if you have 1,000 Tokcoin, if you are to multiply 1,000 Tokcoin times 0.8, what will it give us? 1,000 Tokcoin times 0.8, that will give us 1,000 Tokcoin, 1,000 coin times 0.8, that will give us $800. All right, that's if you have just 1,000 Tokcoin with this option 2 and they are listing at $0.8, that will give us $800 without disadvantaging the community. So we proceed. He said long-term value protection, up to 70% of tokens logged. That means you won't be able to claim all your tokens at the point of listing. At least up to 70% of the token will be locked with phased releases, e.g. 10% every 2 to 3 months, helping prevent dumping and protect value. Greater participation. The community can continue to mine. That makes sense, right? And increasing its shares. Sustainable growth. Resources are secured for utility, partnership, and ecosystem expansion. So let's check it here now. Price, supply, and market logic. Key clarification: 0.005 is an internal reference value, not a guaranteed listing price. I, as a person, I don't support this 0.005 also. The final market price is determined solely by supply and demand. A larger community plus stronger liquidity equals greater market potential. So let's now check what people are saying about these two options. This is quite interesting, guys. This is quite interesting. Okay, this is from Interlink Network. It said, I agree with option 2, which is to increase the total supply to 50 million Tokcoin. However, the KYC process and listing will still take place on January 1st, 2026 and February 1st, 2026, and the listing price will be $2 per one Tokcoin. This Interlink is expecting so much from Token Network, man. Show the community that you are trying your best. All right, so this is from IU Bilarium. He said, 50 million Tokcoins seems reasonable to me. This way, the market launch occurs with only about 15% of the mined supply. The team can sell a portion and provide liquidity, to the market and spend on marketing. This guy also is supporting option 2. This is from Samson Oluwamayowa. He's saying, if option 2, all right, if option 2, when is KYC and listing? Is it still 1st January and listing will be 1st February of 2026? That's what these guys have told us so far. Let the community know. This will help in making informed decision between the two options. All right. Okay, so this is from Ray Basiru Dra. He said, we need a transparent timeline for KYC now to build trust. They have postponed the KYC to January 1st, all right? Miners have spent 7 months for 8 million tokens. Moving to 50 million supply feels like a very long delay that could discourage the community. Many left with KYC was first postponed. To keep the 70%, we lost again and again. So the summary is that these guys have tried to adhere to option 2. That is what they want to go for. However, based on what we have so far, the community, we have supported option A, which is 8 million total supply and 0.005 cents, while option B is saying that 50 million total supply and at least 0.8 to $2 as the listing price. All right, so they now posted this one yesterday. They said, dear Tokcoin community, following, I want to read this one for us. Not this one. It's like these guys are now trying to go for the option 1 now. All right, so this is it. They said, dear Tokcoin community, we are currently facing an important decision. How should Tokcoin enter the market? The vote we have taken so far reflects your preferences, all right, but it's not the sole guiding factor. The project remains professionally managed and focused on long-term sustainability. So what these guys are now telling us is that if we want this project to be sustained, then we have to go for option 2, which is 50 million Tokcoin and $0.8 at least at the listing price. So this is what these guys are saying presently now. So for now, I would just advise, if you are watching this live stream now, you can also come here and vote. This vote is still ongoing. I think it will close very soon. So you can pick either option A or option B. Also make your voice known and support which option you are going for. Is it option A or is it option B? But as for me, to avoid bias and to also support the project so that we can have, so that this project can be sustainable in the long run, I would advise that they should just stick to this option B, which is 50 million total supply and $0.8 as the listing price. Meanwhile, we can just lock some, we can vest some. So there will be a lockups, there will be vesting of some of the coins that you have mined so far. So all of them will not be released for you at the point of listing, maybe like 10% or 20% per month, but they can just increase the number of tokens they are going to release for us at the point of listing. But this option B will still make sense. At least it will make the project more sustainable and also give us a good entry into the market. So that is just my own opinion. What is your own opinion? Do you support option A or will you prefer that this guy actually go for option B? I know a lot of you are trying to be bullish on this project because it has just 8 million total supply, and we are looking at it that at least it should get listed at a price around $1 to $2 or to $3. But with this, what these guys are telling us and the reality of the market, there could be some fundamental change about the total supply of this coin. And mind you, this coin just started mining around May of this year. So it's one of those projects that did not waste the time of miners at all. Within 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, they are trying to wrap up their mining session, their mining season. And we are talking about KYC now and listing. So they are very fast, they are very sharp with their decision. But just like a support, I would prefer that they go for the option 2 out of me cooperating and understanding the market reality that these guys were talking about. But that is my own opinion. You are also entitled to your opinion as well. Drop your thoughts about this option. Will you prefer option A or you prefer option B as far as Tokcoin network is concerned? All right, guys, I will call it a day here. And once you have a final verdict from this team, once they give us their final conclusion, I will surely make a video about it as well, or I will go live just like what I'm doing right now, because I'm trying to focus on all these projects that are actually informing the community about their steps. They are not just keeping silent. They keep posting every day, and they keep telling us what they are facing. At least they are carrying the community along about all their decisions. And to me, this make a whole lot of sense. Unlike project like a Star Network that they just went for like many months, we are not hearing anything from them. Unlike all this BMP network, unlike all this, which one again? We have a dot chain. This guy, we are not hearing anything from them again. But for this token network, they are being transparent. They are carrying the community along about all their decisions. So as far as I'm concerned, I think this is why I'm trying to be focusing on all these projects that are not keeping short. They are not keeping mute. They keep informing the community almost every single day about their progress, about their challenges, and about what they are doing. So for now, we have option A and we have option B. Option A is now having 71%, while option B is having 29%. It's okay. We have 1 day and 15 hours left. So by tomorrow, this vote is going to come to an end. I will also drop the link for this vote under the comment box of this video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I remain your friend, Shino Oladele. Thanks for watching, and let us meet in my next video.